and greetings, everyone, in these last days of life on Earth. Lately, I've noticed something in the media that seems a bit obvious. And after today's Supreme Court announcement, I am convinced that what I was seeing is in fact what I feared. Since the Roman Catholic scandal regarding the vulgar and sickening act of child molestation, I have noticed a political blitzkrieg in the media regarding homosexuality. Articles on almost every topic concerning the gay lifestyle have flooded the media. A few weeks ago, a friend of the ministry that does a large amount of online research for me told me she was noticing the media was concentrating on the homosexual agenda in a massive way. I didn't really grasp what she was saying until I saw the news this morning. The U.S. Supreme Court overturned the sodomy laws in Texas. They even made it a point to declare a ruling back in 1986 was out and out wrong. That's unprecedented. Why would they do such a thing? Why would they make it such a point that they were wrong in 1986? Because the gay community will run with it. The Roman Catholic Church needs the gay community to flex its muscles right now. They need laws like this overturned. They need to get their priests out of trouble no matter what the expense. They need to make the homosexual agenda appear not only normal, but completely acceptable before the eyes of the American public and especially the court systems. They have far too much to lose otherwise. There are so many lawsuits pending before the courts regarding child molestation that the U.S. government placed a gag order on the media regarding reporting on the number of lawsuits a month after the Boston scandal hit the news. The Roman Catholic Church knows that if the American people knew how many thousands of lawsuits were pending, this would cause a massive exodus from Rome that would dwarf the Reformation. The media, in cooperation with the Roman Catholic-controlled government, need to pump the gay agenda into everyday life now. In fact, while I was watching the Chicago News report, the reporter stated that they did a poll regarding the Supreme Court's decision and found that 74% of the people agreed with it. That is not only utterly ridiculous, it's a bold-faced lie. How is it possible to do a poll of the American people minutes after a Supreme Court decision is handed down? Plus, how is it possible to get 74% of the people to agree with the well-known smallest minority known to man? That's right. The gay community is the smallest minority to date, yet they are the most vocal. Why? Roman Catholic funding. It is essential you understand this. Who, I ask, has the most to gain by these positive reports regarding the lifestyle recorded in the Word of God in both Old and New Testament to be an abomination? Does the gay community have much to gain? Well, sure, they have somewhat of a positive outlook on this, yes. But can you compare it to the Roman Catholic Church? Night and day. It's no wonder we have gay couples in sitcoms now, as well as gays kissing on regular TV. Just the other day, it was announced that, like the reality shows that depict many men seeking after one woman or vice versa, they are now planning a gay reality show where a group of men seek to win the heart of a single gay man. And the strange twist on the show that is designed to make the straight community tune in as well is some of the men flirting with the gay man in the group are straight. They plan on letting everyone know at the end of the series. The media is doing all it can to get this perverted lifestyle constantly in front of the eyes of the people so as to break down our defenses. Sooner or later, it's going to be accepted out of sheer repetition. Once the gay lifestyle is portrayed by the media as completely accepted by America, the judges handling all these child molestation lawsuits will no doubt be swayed. There's no way around it. It's like this old man that I knew many years ago that was able to down a complete cup of scalding coffee immediately right before your eyes. He told me that he wasn't always able to do that. He had to start off with not so hot coffee and then gradually make it hotter and hotter and hotter as time went on. Eventually, his body was able to handle the hottest coffee because all his pain sensors had been literally seared into submission. You can bet your bottom dollar that all the lawyers for the defense of these deviant child stalkers will be using this new Supreme Court ruling to their advantage. You can rest assured that this ruling will be mentioned in every court case from this day forward. I am positive there will even be some victims who will drop their cases knowing the U.S. government is in cahoots with the government of Rome on this. And by the way, this new ruling also places more pressure on all those states that don't much agree with gay marriages. Now that Canada has allowed laws for gay marriage, the United States Supreme Court knew they would have to jump on the bandwagon as well. They know many gay couples will run to Canada to get married and then return to the States to live as husband and wife. I am sure we all heard about the many legal problems this was going to cause in all the articles the media flooded us with after that announcement was made. This Supreme Court ruling is almost perfectly planned. Their timing is actually a bit obvious. There is still a little problem. left for Rome, however. Sure, this new ruling may ease some of the legal responsibilities of the church when their lawyers are able to somehow prove it's okay to have sex with boys who are 18 years of age. But what of all those youngsters out there that they attacked and forced themselves upon and literally raped? What about them? Is there such an agenda of Rome to get this legalized as well? Headline: Pedophilia advocate featured in Catholic Church concert. LifeSite special report November 2nd, 2000, Toronto. LifeSite has learned that an October 22nd concert at St. Basil's Catholic Church in Toronto featured a composition by Gerald Hannon, Canada's leading advocate of intergenerational sex or pedophilia. Hannon was part of the choir, and he was applauded separately after the piece by the musicians and those in attendance. Hannon is one of Canada's most outspoken defenders of pedophilia. In December 1977, he published an article entitled Men Loving Boys Loving Men, wherein he discussed favorably and explicitly homosexual acts with boys as young as 7 years of age. The article led to criminal charges, but Hannon was acquitted. 7 years old? That's right. The man-boy love agenda is still active. And as soon as the media can convince the American people that their decadence is low enough to accept even this garbage, we will see the Supreme Court allowing these acts as well. You say no way? You say this is far too appalling? The world would never get so evil as to allow this? Need I remind you that not too long ago it became perfectly legal for a woman to walk into a hospital and ask a doctor to rip her live baby from her womb and kill it in front of her? Need I also remind you that it is now legal to kill yourself with the help of a physician in the state of Oregon? And by the way, they are right now lobbying for laws for preteens to be allowed to commit suicide as well. What's this world coming to? An end. This is Nicholas from Presence of God Ministries saying until next time, I pray the Lord blesses you and yours with the desire to be the Christian He created you to be. Thank you for listening, and remember, the truth is provided in the Word of God.